Welcome. In this video, you will learn how to create a simple Gantt chart in InLoox. Let's get started. In a Gantt chart, we distinguish between different planning elements. An activity is displayed as a bar and represents a plannable period of time. It therefore has a start date and an end date, and thus a certain duration. Milestones are displayed as diamonds. Milestones are usually specific events, goals, or results. They have no duration but take place at a specific point in time. You can also group multiple activities and milestones under a so-called summary activity, which bundles these elements together. In practice, this can look as follows. Here we have two activities, a milestone at the end, and a summary activity at a higher level. In addition, tasks are included in the Gantt chart. Tasks are the operational activities and to-dos, and are always assigned to an activity. While activities, as already learned, have a certain duration, tasks do not have a duration but an effort. We will show you this using a concrete example. Open InLoox and go to a project of your choice. Open the Planning tab. Thematically, we are planning an office relocation and therefore need several planning steps. First, we create an activity by clicking the New Activity button and name it Preparation for Office Relocation, as well as a second activity called Execution of Office Relocation. In addition, we create a milestone, Office Fully Relocated. These will be our three essential main steps. However, preparing a move involves more than that. Therefore, we create additional activities such as define moving date, hire moving company, and organize moving materials. Now, the activity preparation of relocation is to become a summary activity and logically group together related activities. To do this, we select the underlying activities and then click the indent button at the top. We do the same again for the execution. Add further activities, select them, and indent them. So far, all elements take place at the same time. In order for them to run one after another, we can link activities and define dependencies. In this case, it makes sense to chain activities on the same level. That means we select the subordinate logically consecutive activities and click the button at the top for automatic linking. We do this for the scenarios of the preparation and execution of the move. In addition, it is useful to link the two higher-level summary activities and the final milestone. This creates a chronological sequence of the planning steps, also known as waterfall planning. If we now take a closer look at the elements, we see that activities have a default duration of 1 day. Of course, not all activities last 1 day. To make adjustments, right-click on the left-hand side to display the following columns: start, end, duration, and effort in working days or hours. You can now change the values in these columns and, for example, set the duration of an activity to 2 days. Due to the linking, the dates of the subsequent elements are automatically updated, meaning the following activities are shifted accordingly. Now we add specific tasks. These are assigned to activities and describe the operational to-dos. In this example, we click on the activity Dismantle Furniture and then on the New Task button. Give your tasks names such as Dismantle Computers, Dismantle Desks, and Dismantle Cabinets. In the columns, you can see that tasks do not have a duration, but an effort, which you can also adjust here. These 3 tasks, each with an effort of 8 working hours, are to be completed within the defined activity duration of 2 days. For this to work realistically, you can therefore assign different resources to the tasks, and further specify the tasks if required. To visually structure your planning, you can assign different colors to the elements. To do this, simply select the activities and assign a color in the navigation bar at the top. Alternatively, you can also open the element and assign the color there. By the way, you can also adjust the row height to suit your needs via the 3-dot menu on the right. Now you are familiar with the basics of the Gantt chart. For further instructions, please visit our website or take a look at our many video tutorials on YouTube. See you!